Hallo Klasse, guten Tag. Also wir sprechen jetzt über Erdkunde. Erdkunde, Geografie. Das hier ist Virginia. Das ist Virginia. Und ähm, wir sind hier in den Halbinsel. They call a peninsula a halbinsel, a half island. We're going to talk about the different countries that speak German. So I just wanted to give you sort of an overview using Google Earth, because you'll be able to see the different sizes of countries and things like that. So we're going to go out onto the globe here. Also das ist die USA, das ist Amerika. And so let's go over to Europe. So we're crossing the Atlantic Ocean here. And then here we are in Europe, okay? Here we are. So if you look at Germany, das ist Deutschland und Berlin ist die Hauptstadt. If we look at the size of Germany, you can put Virginia pretty much, the long part of Virginia here. If you go back to Virginia, if you see that right here, this long part, just think about how big the long part of Virginia is. So let's go down here to the scale, and it says it's about a little bit, 200 miles goes from here to about there. Okay, so that's about 300 miles from here to here. Okay, so we're going to go over here and look at Germany again. And let's drag this down here, and you can see that the 200 miles goes from about here to here. Okay, so Germany is about the size of a state in the United States. Okay, and Europe itself is about the size of the United States when we think about Europe in general. So when we talk about traveling in Europe, and when I was a child, we used to, on our vacations, I lived in Berlin, we used to go to Italy, down here, this part of Italy, which is near where Venice, Italy is where all the water is. There was a beach down right here next to Slovenia that we used to go to. And people's like, oh, wow, you went to Italy for your vacations, which is cool, of course. Yes, it is cool, because they speak Italian. It's a different country, different culture. But think about it. Going from Berlin to Venice is about the same distance as going from York County to like Myrtle Beach. It's about the same distance. And we don't really think, oh, wow, you're going to Myrtle Beach. It's so exotic. It's a long drive, but you could drive there. And that's what we did. We drove from Berlin to Italy, and we would spend our summer vacations there. So it's pretty close. So Germany, that's of course the largest German-speaking country. And then the next German-speaking country I want to talk to you about is Austria. Austria. So the German word for Germany is Deutschland. Deutschland. And the German word for Austria is Österreich. Österreich. And then Switzerland speaks German too. Germany, the official language of Germany is German. The official language of Austria is German. Switzerland has 4 different languages as their official languages. And remember how small Germany is? Look how much smaller Switzerland is. And they have 4 languages. They have German. They have Italian because they border Italy. They have French because they border France. And also they have a very ancient language. It's a Romance language. It's related to Latin. It's called Rheto-Romansh. And there's a very small region in the mountains in Switzerland. So let's zoom in a little bit here. And I'll show you. Okay. This is sorry, they made an announcement which was disruptive. But okay. So here's Switzerland. And I don't know if you can see it very well here, but there's a little tiny country here called Liechtenstein. Okay, this is a country. That's it. That's the whole country, Liechtenstein. And they speak German too because they're nestled between Switzerland and Austria. So Liechtenstein is a fully German-speaking country. The whole country of Liechtenstein is about as long from here to here as York County. It's about the same size. Liechtenstein is about the same size as York County. It's a whole country. Yes, it's tiny. So those are the main countries that you think of in Europe: Germany, Austria, Liechtenstein, the tiny one, and Switzerland. Okay, but there's another country that has German as its official language, and one of its official languages, and it's down here in Africa. The country of Namibia has a fairly large population of German speakers because Namibia in the 19th century, in the 1800s, was one of that was a time of colonization. A lot of European countries colonized Africa, and Germany actually colonized a whole chunk of Africa, going from here. Just follow my thing here, from Ghana, Togo, Benin, Nigeria, Cameroon, all the way down here to Namibia. Okay, so this whole section was the German part of the colonies of Africa, and Namibia kept its German culture, and so Namibia actually does have a German-speaking area. So that's another place that you can find German speakers. Another place you can find German speakers is in the United States, of course. You've probably heard of the Amish. They speak a form of German up here up in Pennsylvania, this section of Pennsylvania, and a little section of the section of Maryland too. But anywhere the Amish are, you're going to find that they speak German. It's called what is it called? Pennsylvania Dutch is what they call it, but it's not really Dutch. It's Pennsylvania Deutsch, and people have just mispronounced Deutsch. It's Deutsch. So in Pennsylvania they speak German, and there's also a section of Texas that speaks German as well. In fact, there's a style of German called Texas German, and they still do speak German in Texas. And it's because of different parts of our history in the United States of settlers who went out west and settled the areas like that. So those are the different places in the world that speak German.